Hey there, this is Josh Burns, and I'm doing my video slash screen recording on Module 8, and kind of like a mobile teaching thing, and why I feel that iPads would be a good thing in the classroom for children. Some of the problems that we're facing, the future is here, and we're doing a disservice to our students and really to ourselves by not giving the students access to mobile technology. Our students are falling behind the curve each year that we don't integrate this technology into their classroom setting. And some of the reasons that I feel we should need to integrate that it would help further future careers, their attention span, collaboration, and free educational resources. For future careers, technology has changed so drastically over the past decade, and it will continue to change as each new generation arises. The career that they want today, it may not be the career, it may not be there in 10 years. By introducing them to technology beyond video games, I feel, we can help students excel beyond their peers in their future workplace. Attention span. Students of today's classroom have shorter attention span due to technology. Because kids are so distracted by, a prime example to me would be their phones. By giving them access to educational material at the touch of a screen, we are speaking their language. So what I mean by there, instead of taking them where they would be scrolling and doing non-educational things such as social media, you could turn it into an educational app or something on their phone, that helps them learn and teaches them things. Technology integration, it helps us teach children how to use technology properly and responsibly. The overall delivery of lessons can be enhanced with videos, pictures, and the students can engage with more interactive games because there are educational games for children. The apps. There's games that can teach them, something so simple as to count or an alphabet, all kind of things of that nature that are just very useful to children. Technology, it offers the opportunity for students to be successful in their task that they may not have been if it were not interactive learning techniques. So, a student that may be struggling with something as simple as counting, using an iPad and having the numbers, enlarged on the screen would help the student by, just seeing and learning and helping, explain to them how to learn it really. Limitless research. Textbooks, they limit our students to what they contain between the front cover and the back. While the internet, it has a vast amount of information, and it's right there at the student's disposal. Everything at their fingertips. They can go wherever they choose to explore on the internet, allowing them to have technology to conduct more research expands their knowledge on many different topics, while just researching one. The solution, as I said earlier, iPads, they're currently the leading tablet among schools who have integrated. Apple, they have offered a discount for some school districts who make large orders. Apple is also the smartest choice because they operate their own warranties, software, and professional development. While other vendors, they have to bring in other companies, which would increase, it increases the cost. Even though Apple may look like the most expensive choice on the sticker, it's really not, because being that they have their own, basically they're their own company, as I said, they have their own warranties. So if anything were to go wrong with their material, they have the way to fix it, along with the software, not just if something were to physically go wrong with it, but in the software they can fix it as well. And a lot of them, they can do it in-house at an Apple store. So whereas it's one of those things where you kind of pay more up front, I feel as in the end, spending a little more now kind of pays for itself later. They are breaking edge technology because Apple has they have what you call it's like a pencil, an Apple Pencil. So you can use the screen as a notebook. The new iPad, it allows students to take notes just as they would do in a notebook. And being able to do that would save parents money on their supplies and help save the environment by just simply saving excess paper. Augmented reality, AR, is a new way to view apps that make them come into life. You can see the picture below right here of the AR. Who gets them? To me, the goal, it would start off in each classroom with one tablet. The teacher would make their students decide, you would make the students schedule on how they divide the time between each student, kind of so everybody gets a little piece of the pie. As the funds grow, we can start adding 2 to each class and so on until, every teacher has enough for each student in the class. The other option is to require a higher technology fee for each student in order to supply enough iPads for each classroom. Collaboration, students, they have more opportunities to share ideas with each other. Teachers and students can communicate more effectively via email, Canvas, or Blackboard, or whatever software the school decides to use. Teachers, they can also set up collaboration groups across the world for their students to interact with other classrooms. And free educational resources. With so many different apps available, a teacher can easily grab the attention of a student no matter what their interests are. Children, they're drawn to technology, so when you combine that and educational material together, you're bound to get a better outcome on lessons. I provided a link in here that you can, the link right there, it is a link to a website that offers some of the top rated educational apps for classroom teaching with the grade level included. The cost, Apple, they offer iPads to schools at $2.99 and the Apple Pencil for an extra $89. By introducing iPads to the classroom, we should have access to open source textbooks, this cuts the cost for school districts pretty drastically. Parents, they already pay for a textbook fee for each year, so we could transfer that to the iPad funding. And I just feel that overall, an iPad is kind of a way of evolving into the future. Just helping technology would help students further themselves so much in the classrooms and in all aspects of education in general. Thank you.